I want to preface it by saying, like, you, long before we started making and building any of this stuff, when I met you, you were like, you make jewelry. You were doing, you were showing me pictures of you got commissioned to like make squids, 10-foot
prehistoric
squids.
nautiloids for a nature and science museum. Yeah.
I was like, you're making pieces for museums
Yeah,
and you don't have a website. I was like, I immediately made you a website to show all this stuff. But even after we started building this little town, you never stopped. You keep, like, we have a fruit orchard and you make preserves, and we have beehives and you make like bee balm using the beeswax from the hives
And candles.
And you make tinctures from the plants out here.
Yeah.
And we
We
pull
have
honey
pecans.
and we have pecans and we have, and you do all these things, but then on top of it, you make tons of killer jewelry, just rings and earrings and amulets, and you do all this crazy great stuff.
Before the film work, that was what I did. I was a jeweler. So
Yes. Yeah. So
it's my background.
that's why I had to get a store. We had to get a store out here to show all this great work. And also at the time, you're making all these, farm products, and people are saying, hey, you need to go to a farmer's market. And I was like, no, we're not doing the farmer's market. And it's not that I have anything against farmer's markets, but it's
a
just
lot
like
of work.
It's being in a band. You're like, okay, let's load the truck and drive it to the farmer's, so unload it, do the gig, load it back up, drive it home, unload it. I said, you don't want to get involved in that.
And you have to pay to even be
And
there.
then you got to pay to be there. I said, we're going to build a store. And you're like, a store? We're in the middle of nowhere. I was like, it was like Vegas.
Who will come?
Yes, we build it and they will come.